कांग्रेस का चरित्र देखिए, जिसकी जयंती मनानी चाहिए, गौरवपूर्वक मनानी चाहिए, पीढ़ी दर पीढ़ी प्रेरणा लेनी चाहिए, उसकी जयंती मनाना तो उनको सूझता नहीं है। लेकिन वोट बैंक की राजनीति के खातिर सुल्तानों की जयंती मनाने में लगे पड़े हैं।
ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಒಬ್ಬ ದೇಶಪ್ರೇಮಿ, ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ನವರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದವರು. ಅದು ಒಂದು ಯುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ನವರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ 4 ಯುದ್ಧಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
We're at the exact spot where Tipu Sultan fell fighting the British, and we've got Nagal Ambika here with us to tell us about the kind of tourists who come here. Ambika, how many tourists come here in a day?
Hundreds to thousands. They'll be coming.
And what sort of people come? Are they Hindus or Muslims or?
All castes will come. All together will they pray and go. All try to say that he was a brave man and he gave to us the fighting with the British.
He's great at architecture. His father name was Hyder Ali. I like Tipu Sultan and I like the Tipu Sultan architecture.
So this is the place where the body of Tipu Sultan was found on the 4th of May 1799, which is about 219 years ago. This tombstone that marks where his body was found was actually laid by Colonel Wellesley, who later became the great Duke of Wellington, who beat Napoleon in the Battle of Waterloo. He was one of the British colonels at that point of time who fought the battle. This is the Watergate rampart. This is where on the 4th of May 1799 British forces of the East India Company entered this fortress, and this is where Tipu Sultan engaged in hand-to-hand combat with them, where his body was found riddled with a British bullet, with his bejeweled sword by his side, and also with a whole bunch of British soldiers around it. If you see here, it says at the northern end of this archway is where Tipu Sultan fell.
We're also joined by a group of JDS supporters. Let's get their opinion also. सर, टीपू सुल्तान यहाँ पे इशू है कि नहीं है?
नहीं, हम बात कर रहे हैं का इलेक्शन, टिप्पू का बात
इधर इशू नहीं है। चुनाव में मुद्दा है कि नहीं है? नहीं है, यहाँ पे नहीं है।
यहाँ पे नहीं।
आप विश्वेश्वरैया के बारे में पूछिए, हाँ, मैसूर महाराजा के बारे में पूछिए, अब्दुल कलाम के बारे में पूछिए। क्यों सिर्फ टिप्पू के बात क्यों पूछ रहा है? बार बार वो बात क्यों पूछ रहा है?
पूछ रहे चुनाव में मुद्दा है कि नहीं?
नहीं, वो इशू भी नहीं है यहाँ। यहाँ सिर्फ एक है, कुमारण्णा वर्सेस सिद्धरामैया। कुमारण्णा 7 के 7 सीट जीता है.
We also have a local Congress leader, Mr. Puttegoda, joining us. Sir, the issue of Tipu Sultan, do you think it has been hyped out of context, or there is a valid reason for people to think that this is a big issue in the election?
I don't think it is a big issue in this election. Nothing has been so far. Nothing has been decision has been taken in the election, because it was only a party fiction between BJP and Congress. Congress, we say that Tipu Sultan is one of the great warrior and the patriotism of this olden days.
Most of the locals believe that Tipu Sultan is a non-issue in this region. We've got some BJP leaders with us to discuss this issue. Sir, BJP Tipu Sultan को इतना बड़ा मुद्दा क्यों बनाती है?
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲೇನೋ ಇದ್ರೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಬದುಕಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾವೇರಿ ನೀರಿನ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ತೊಂದರೆ ಅನುಭವಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಕಾವೇರಿ ನೀರಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಬದುಕಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಬದುಕು ನಿಂತಿರೋಂಥ ಕಾವೇರಿ ನೀರಿನ ವಿಷಯನೇ ದೊಡ್ಡದೇ ಹೊರತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾತಿ ಆಗಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವಿಚಾರಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ರಸ್ತುತ ಅಂಥದ್ದೇನಿಲ್ಲ.
Ashok, can you translate that?
It's a very interesting thing. He is the candidate here, BJP candidate here, and he is saying Tipu is not an issue here.
We're at the Sri Ranganatha Swami temple in Sri Rangapatna. This is the temple that was patronized by the great Tipu Sultan. We've seen a controversy in Karnataka. Nalin, what exactly, how does one view Tipu Sultan in terms of history?
So there are two opposite views of Tipu Sultan. One is that he is a freedom fighter, and the other is that he was a Islamic extremist tyrant who killed a lot of Hindus. Now, actually, both sides of that are true at different points of time. The problem is that we are looking at Tipu Sultan from a modern lens and projecting back current values to what happened in the late 1700s.
We also got Ashok Ram from Vijay Karnataka joining us. Ashok, you're a local here. What is the local sentiment as far as Tipu is concerned?
Oh, actually, 3-4 years back when Karnataka government started its preparation to celebrate his birth celebration, then only it got into controversy. You can see both the kind of opinion here.
Tipu Sultan के बारे में क्या सोचते हैं?
मेरे के पता नहीं, मैं फर्स्ट टाइम आया इधर.
टीपू सुल्तान के बारे में सुना आपने?
मैं हस्बैंड आता बात करता रुको.
मैम, टीपू सुल्तान?
नहीं आता.
ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ದೊಡ್ಡ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಹೋರಾಡಿದವರು ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
वो एक फ्रीडम फाइटर है. फ्रीडम फाइटर है वो. यहाँ का श्रीरंगपटना का जो कर्नाटक का मैसूर शहर है, मैसूर का वो एक फ्रीडम फाइटर है वो.
Not a freedom fighter. He is not a freedom fighter. He is only kingdom of the Srirangapatna. He is not.
अच्छा आदमी था कि बुरा आदमी था?
अच्छा आदमी था मगर उसका प्रजा लोगों को, मगर हिंदू लोगों को वो अच्छा नहीं है, वैसा है.
जरा लोग अच्छा आदमी भी बोलता है, बुरा आदमी भी बोलता है. इसमें दोनों भी समझना सकते हैं. हमें अच्छा आदमी करके सोचा है.
Siddaramaiah decided to celebrate Tipu Jayanti, and after that we've seen a lot of comments going back and forth between Congress and BJP. Nalin, how do things stand as of now?
So as of now, there are two strands to this campaign in Karnataka. We've been traveling all over the state for the last week, 10 days. So at the higher level of the political campaign between the BJP and the Congress, Tipu continues to recur in the debate. We've seen the Pakistani government also commemorating his death anniversary just this week. We've seen comments from the BJP on that side, from Siddaramaiah, both of the political parties engaging in tu meme on that. But on the ground here, we are not hearing anything of this campaign.
Srirangapatna, you can't find that kind of sentiments here. Actually, you can see communal harmony here. So people are not against each other. They won't debate like the rest of the part, particularly the coastal area, how the debate is going on there in coastal area. So if it is going to make any difference in this election, that will be only in coastal area, not here.
These are lovely handicrafts that the tourists who come here buy. Let's get an opinion from the shopkeepers. Saab, टीपू सुल्तान के बारे में क्या राय है आपकी?
टीपू सुल्तान के क्या राय बार इधर क्या भी नहीं है, क्या भी नहीं. इन्हें एक राजा होगा, ये गांव का श्रीरंगपटन का एक राजा है. बता
भाई, अच्छा आदमी का बात नहीं. वो एक ज़माने के महाराजा थे. वो इधर हुकूमत कर रहे थे. हुकूमत जो इंसान को जो तकलीफ तो किसी को ही नहीं दी उन्होंने. वो आज़ादी के लिए आए, आज़ादी के लिए गुजर गए हुए.
Despite all the rhetoric by major political parties, Tipu Sultan remains a non-issue in his hometown of Srirangapatna. Instead, local issues like jobs, electricity and water dominate the election campaign. That's it from all of us here. Keep watching Election with Times.